The domain of the Big Cats is evident throughout college football. Tigers, Lions, Wildcats, and Cougars. The apex predator of the jungle or the mountains prowls this landscape, and when we get a pair of them together, claws will certainly fly. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway.
All right, starting on defense first.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it out of the shot.
What's up, Chuck? Welcome to the stream.
Across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back.
Let's set that edge.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Monte?
From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Thank you, Johnson. You're the best punt
Quarterback and
returner
running
I've
back
had.
set up in the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in
No
the
one blocked that
backfield.
guy.
He's gonna lose
Okay.
3 yards on the play.
Okay.
Defensive backs come up, and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great sack.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go. You've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
When these wide
Sound like a
receivers
3rd and
on
out.
the field, so much of this is feel.
Oh, that's a
Understanding where
terrible
the holes are
punt.
in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can't get him to the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Big Ten after dark.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the
All right. All right.
He puts him in business.
Let's stop doing man coverage because it's not freaking working.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance.
Gotta fight through that tackle.
The defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
I didn't even do anything. I wasn't controlling that player at all. And okay.
Too eager. That's an
Okay.
penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's why
So,
it's so
Mar?
important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up end. He's on the move.
Hey, you can't run a fake out of right there.
This turns up in their favor as they pick up the 1st down.
They have
All right.
the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5.
What kind of bullshit? I'm not even controlling the people that are jumping. What the fuck is going on?
Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's
Nah,
1st and 5.
Chuck, I don't think he was past the 50, but if you say so.
Leaves him with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got boots. And he
Why can't my people tackle?
touchdown, Kentucky.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Defense in the right spot. They
Take
stopped
3
them after a
yards.
gain of 2 to the 28.
And with the closest guy to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a crease to the left.
I cannot get the run going.
3 yards on the play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration out front. As a result, they lose yardage.
You don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Kentucky going quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Catch in the middle. It's
Come on. Knock that ball out, please.
down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And just nowhere
Negative 14 rushing yards is absolutely abysmal.
They were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bauer. That will
You gotta
be
stop
enough.
going for the dive. 7 first downs.
Down in the red zone at the 14.
Can't move the ball to save my
This
ass.
offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking for the score.
I can't get the sack. Come on.
That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Horn. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man.
Did not mean to throw.
Just a little too much. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Terry.
Are you kidding me? That's not the first down.
Maybe just a couple of inches short. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And now on second down for this offense. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense, we need much need to stop.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Just what they hoped for.
I can't get a pass rush to save my life.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered.
Like, we can stop the run, but we can't stop the pass for whatever fucking reason.
Hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire.
Brother, you were right in front of him.
Rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The give on the counter. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so He knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Near the goal line, everybody thinks more physical, bigger bodies. They're going to run the ball up the middle. How about this offense? Gives them a little change-up, gets the ball on the perimeter right now, fools the defense, and they get in for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
It'll be a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. He's at the and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
How about that for a momentum swinger? Defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Going with the counter play here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to throw. It's Horn. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Offense fucking sucks.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They're testing the right side here. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. They'll spot the ball.
Knock the ball loose.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson.
Can't get to the quarterback to save my life.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
How about this on 1st and goal? The gift to the wide receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fit it in the window for the score.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Maybe we'll be able to score this half. Who fucking knows?
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He gets a block.
I will take off a kickoff touchdown, though.
And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
On to attempt the try. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to New Mexico. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field.
Yeah, it's holding, but let's not call holding. Ooh. And we get the pick.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first. Use this half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
If I can get some running lanes offense, that'd be great.
Especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end finds a soft spot. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab.
Good job, Terry.
The rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive.
Trying, Martin.
And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Not the greatest of kicks.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just
Not
barely able to stop
special
it.
teams. Got to tighten up.
That, baby, the nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Washington. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Pressure coming. And he
Finally got to the quarterback.
And finally, the defense is able to get some
Wish
pressure.
it was a sack, but you know what? We'll take what we can.
Different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Big play.
I didn't know I was about to intercept that.
The good news is, after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now.
That
And they can't
would have been a
expect
pick
to hold
6.
on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Robert. You'll take 4 yards on first down.
We're trying, Mar. We're trying.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Horn. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys.
Thank you for holding on to that. I was very, very nervous.
That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Here comes the offense on second down. Defense wants to bring the heat. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. And off to Jones. There he goes. Stopped at the
Probably the best run.
13-yard line as the drive continues.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Back to throw, it's Horn. Grab near the marker, it's Manning. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
All right, offense and defense is coming alive in the second half. For that first half, there was some bullshit.
You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. They drag him down at the 22 again before the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
All right, defense, we need another turnover.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And that one's in.
Ooh, that would have been
taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. You know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the right. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Man,
Way to step up
momentum is a real
defense.
thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3 and out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked.
Don't like my offensive line being
That's
hurt.
the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to throw, it's Horn. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're
We'll
going to be a
keep
wide
you,
receiver.
hopefully you
Today's
don't.
football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Get injured more.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down.
Thank you, Northfleet. Glad you decided to come back next for this.
How valuable is a tight
year.
end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And
Yeah, that guy is probably out for the game.
Running looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
4th quarter time.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking
All right,
at
down
the
one
sideline.
score.
They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good.
Man, I gotta stop
that one is just about
kicking it to him.
as it is. Good return to set up the drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling
Come on,
been working.
defense.
Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my special teams defensively. But they are the one that started the scoring with the... I took the wrong angle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Why do I keep pressing the square button?
Defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And man, has old Uncle Mo swung on their side, Jesse.
And this offense is feeling it too. They've made some big plays now, David. They're trying to make just a few more to come back and win this game.
Unbelievable. Down by so many now within a possession. And
I don't know why I keep pressing square.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it.
Thank you for holding on to that.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he has a
We're just a little bit faster.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Horn.
I pressed the button. Why didn't you throw the pass? The running back was open.
Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
And as he throws,
That was terrible.
The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense
I'm gonna trust my defense.
take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Bring in the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
First sack of the game.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive
For our
positive,
defense.
a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Using the back as a receiver.
Oh, come on. How could you not tackle him in the end zone, bro?
Just never developed.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds.
Yeah, Martin, his tackling has been terrible in this game and our game against Baylor.
They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
To the air. It's Horn. Thanks to grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hoffman. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with
our defense.
In the studio, Kevin.
We've been
one more time
about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. On the run, it's Wilcox. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Take it down to a 2-minute warning. Got 3 timeouts remaining.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big
Almost had to sack.
That's just a better job tackling.
Frustrating.
They practice that all week, and it shows up big here lately.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Roberts. Runs through a tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Missouri! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this
May have left too much time on the clock.
The momentum. Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
We gotta work on special teams.
To find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going right to work up top. Here's a throw downfield late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Bro, you gotta hold on.
Well, you know the defense
You gotta hold on to that.
You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And back to the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
He's got it inside the
Are you kidding?
breaks into the open.
Oh my God, defense.
And they add 6 more to the Moorhead trip to the house.
And you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go in
Number 28. It was 4 quarters.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble.
He didn't convert the 2-point. Way to step up, defense, to knock that away.
This crowd is buzzing after that last score. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Few anxious moments there, but the hands
do not fumble that.
true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Oh, my defense almost blew that. Oh, my defense almost blew that.
Fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like
I don't know why they have me, Sam Horn, as a black quarterback when he's clearly white.
It's just boom in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollock and
Our offense absolutely went off in the second half. Scored 21 in the third, 21 in the fourth. Sam Horn, 22 for 28, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jamal Roberts had a terrible game, but hey, 29 yards. He had the 1 touchdown. Tavares Jones had a touchdown. Oh yeah, 68 yards. He did good. And then Sam Horn had a touchdown. Norfleet, 6 for 53. Manning, 5 for 29 and touchdown. Terry, 4 for 55. A touchdown. Also, shout out to Marquise Johnson for starting the scoring off by getting the opening kickoff for the second half, running that back for a touchdown. Man, defense almost gave that up. How many picks did we end up having? I don't know what's not showing my defense. One, two, three, 4 turnovers. 4 picks. One of those could have been a pick 6 if I stopped pressing that damn square button. But that will do it for this stream. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.